Hello and welcome back to Jessica English Podcast.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Antoni.
And on this channel, our mission is to help you speak English more naturally, more clearly, and more confidently through real conversation.
We want English to feel useful, friendly, and possible for you every day.
Today's topic is something we hear about all the time.
Yes, it's in the news, at school, at work, and sometimes even at the dinner table.
Today, we're talking about climate change.
Climate change.
And we're going to learn how to talk about it in simple, natural English.
Because sometimes the topic sounds complicated.
Exactly. There are many difficult words, but you don't need complicated English to talk about climate change.
We'll use easy conversation, useful vocabulary, real examples, and simple sentences.
And this lesson is especially useful for A2 to B1 English learners.
So if you can understand this conversation, you're already practicing useful English for everyday life.
If you enjoy learning with us, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more English lessons for you. All right, Antoni.
Yes, Jessica.
Let's get started. So, Antoni, how is the weather today?
Very confusing.
Confusing?
Yes.
Why?
Because this morning I was cold, then I was hot, and now I'm cold again.
That's not very unusual.
I know, but I dressed for one season and experienced 3.
What did you wear?
A jacket,
And?
a t-shirt underneath.
Smart.
I thought so.
Did you bring an umbrella?
No,
Why not?
because I looked outside and there was no rain.
And then?
5 minutes later, it rained.
Of course.
The sky has better planning than I do.
That's possible.
What about you?
I had a very normal morning.
That's disappointing.
Why?
I was hoping for another dramatic weather story.
Sorry.
It's okay. We can't all have exciting mornings.
Anyway, weather is something we talk about every day.
And climate is connected to weather, right?
Yes, but they're not exactly the same.
What's the difference?
Weather is what happens outside over a short period of time.
Like rain today,
Exactly.
or a hot afternoon.
Right.
And climate?
Climate describes weather patterns over a much longer period of time.
So weather is short-term and climate is long-term.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
It is.
And today we're talking about climate change.
Yes.
So what does climate change mean?
Climate change means long-term changes in Earth's climate, including changes in temperature and weather patterns.
So it's not just about one hot day.
Correct.
And it's not just about rain.
Correct.
It's about changes over a long period of time.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Climate change can affect many parts of life.
Such as...
Weather, water, food, nature, cities, animals, and people's daily lives.
That's a lot.
It is.
I think that's why this topic can feel difficult.
Yes, but we can break it into simple ideas.
Good.
Let's start with a very common question.
Okay.
Why do people talk about climate change so much?
Because it's an important environmental issue?
Exactly.
Environmental.
Good word. What does environmental mean?
It means connected to the natural world around us.
So environmental problems are problems that affect nature or the world around us.
Exactly.
For example, pollution.
Yes?
And climate change.
Yes.
And plastic waste.
Exactly. I hear the word environment a lot.
You can use it in many situations.
Like, we need to protect the environment.
Perfect.
Or pollution is bad for the environment.
Very good.
So let's talk about climate change.
Okay.
What causes it?
There are natural factors that can affect climate, but modern climate change is strongly connected to human activities, especially activities that add greenhouse gases to the atmosphere.
Greenhouse gases.
Yes.
That sounds complicated.
The phrase sounds complicated, but we can make it simple.
Please do.
Greenhouse gases are gases in the atmosphere that trap heat.
Trap heat?
Yes.
What does trap mean here?
It means to keep something from escaping.
So greenhouse gases help keep heat in the atmosphere.
That's the basic idea.
And one important greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide.
Yes.
Carbon dioxide.
Often called CO2.
What is it?
It's a gas that is naturally present in the atmosphere, but human activities have greatly increased the amount of it.
What kind of activities?
Burning fossil fuels is one major example.
Fossil fuels.
Coal, oil, and natural gas are fossil fuels.
And we use them for energy.
Yes.
They are used for electricity, transportation, heating, and many other things.
So when people talk about reducing emissions, they are talking about reducing gases released into the atmosphere.
Exactly. Emissions.
That's an important word.
What does emission mean?
An emission is something, especially a gas, that is released into the air.
So we can say cars produce emissions,
Yes,
or we need to reduce carbon emissions.
exactly.
That's a useful phrase.
Very useful.
I think climate conversations use the word carbon a lot.
They do.
What does carbon mean in these conversations?
It often refers to carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions, especially when we talk about human activities and their effect on the climate.
So if someone says, we need to reduce our carbon footprint, what does that mean?
A carbon footprint is the amount of greenhouse gas emissions associated with a person, activity, product, or organization.
That's a little more advanced.
It is, but it's very useful.
Can you give me an easy example?
Sure.
Please.
You might say, I'm trying to reduce my carbon footprint.
And that means I'm trying to reduce the emissions connected to my lifestyle.
Exactly.
I like that phrase.
Me too.
What are some everyday activities that people connect with climate change?
Transportation is one.
Cars and airplanes?
Yes.
Energy use?
Yes.
Food?
Yes.
Waste?
Yes.
That's a lot of everyday life.
Climate change is connected to many systems in society.
So it's not as simple as saying one person should solve climate change.
Exactly.
That's important.
It is.
Individual actions can matter, but larger systems, governments, businesses, and communities also play important roles.
So we can talk about both personal choices and larger changes.
Exactly. Let's talk about personal choices.
Okay.
What can individuals do?
There are many possibilities.
Such as
Using energy efficiently, reducing unnecessary waste, choosing lower emission transportation when possible, reusing things, and making thoughtful choices about consumption.
consumption.
Consumption means the use of goods, resources, or services.
So excessive consumption means using or buying more than we need.
It can mean that, yes.
That's useful.
Another important word is reduce.
Easy word.
Yes, but very important.
Reduce means make something smaller or less.
Exactly.
Reduce waste.
Good.
Reduce emissions.
Good.
Reduce energy use.
Perfect.
What about reuse?
Reuse means using something again instead of throwing it away after one use.
Like using a reusable bottle.
Exactly.
And recycle.
Recycle means processing used materials so they can be used again in some form.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
A very common group of words.
Easy to remember.
Yes.
But I have a question.
Go ahead.
Does recycling solve climate change?
Recycling can help reduce waste and conserve resources, but climate change is much bigger than recycling alone.
So we shouldn't think one action will solve everything.
Exactly.
That sounds important.
It is.
What about renewable energy?
Another very important term.
Renewable energy means energy from sources that naturally renew themselves,
Exactly.
like sunlight,
Yes.
wind,
Yes.
and water.
Yes, in certain forms of energy production.
So solar energy is energy from the sun,
Correct.
and wind energy uses wind to produce energy.
Exactly.
Renewable.
Something that can naturally be replaced or replenished.
And the opposite is non-renewable,
Right.
like fossil fuels.
Yes.
That's another useful vocabulary pair.
Renewable and non-renewable.
I can imagine having a conversation about this in an English exam.
Absolutely.
You could ask, what are the advantages of renewable energy?
Exactly.
And someone could answer, renewable energy can help reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
Very good.
I'm becoming an environmental expert.
After 20 minutes?
I'm a fast learner.
Apparently.
Let's talk about another important word, pollution.
Good choice.
Pollution means harmful substances entering the environment.
Yes.
Air pollution,
Very common phrase.
water pollution,
Yes.
plastic pollution.
Exactly.
Is pollution the same as climate change?
No.
But they can be connected.
Correct.
So I shouldn't say climate change means pollution.
Right.
I should say pollution and climate change are different environmental problems, but some human activities can contribute to both.
Excellent.
That sounds much better.
It does.
What about global warming?
That's another phrase people often use.
Is global warming the same as climate change?
The terms are closely related, but climate change is broader.
Broader.
Broader means including more things.
So global warming focuses on the increase in average temperatures, while climate change can include changes in temperature, weather patterns, and other parts of the climate system.
Exactly.
That's a useful distinction.
Yes.
Let's talk about how climate change can affect nature.
Okay.
Animals,
Yes.
plants,
Yes.
oceans,
Yes.
forests.
Yes.
Why?
Because changes in temperature and weather can affect habitats, ecosystems, water availability, and many other conditions that living things depend on.
Habitat.
A habitat is the natural home or environment of an animal or plant.
So a forest can be a habitat.
Yes,
An ocean can be a habitat.
exactly.
And if the environment changes, some animals may struggle to survive.
Correct.
Ecosystem.
An ecosystem is a community of living things interacting with each other and with their environment.
That's more advanced.
Yes, but it's a useful word for this topic.
Can you give me an easier example?
A forest ecosystem includes trees, animals, insects, plants, water, soil, and other parts of the environment.
Okay, that makes sense.
Another important word is drought.
Drought.
A drought is a long period with very little or no rain.
So drought can cause water problems.
Yes.
And another word is flood.
A flood happens when water covers land that is normally dry.
Drought and flood are almost opposites.
In some ways, yes.
So we can say some communities are affected by droughts and floods.
Exactly.
Extreme weather.
Another useful phrase.
What does extreme mean?
Much more severe than normal or expected.
So extreme heat means very intense heat.
Correct.
Extreme rainfall means very heavy rainfall.
Yes.
And extreme weather events can be dangerous.
Exactly.
This topic suddenly has a lot of vocabulary.
That's why we're taking it slowly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about solutions.
Good.
If someone asks, what can we do about climate change, how can I answer naturally?
You can start with, there are several things we can do.
There are several things we can do.
Then give examples.
Like, we can use energy more efficiently.
Good.
We can reduce waste.
Good.
We can support clean energy.
Good.
We can use public transportation when possible.
Very good.
We can also say, governments and businesses need to take action.
Exactly.
Take action.
That's an excellent phrase.
It means do something to deal with a problem.
Exactly.
So I can say we need to take action on climate change.
Yes.
Or governments should take stronger action.
Perfect.
What about the word sustainable?
Very useful word.
What does sustainable mean?
In this context, it means something that can continue for a long time without causing serious harm or using resources in an unsustainable way.
That's a little difficult.
Let's make it simpler.
Please.
Sustainable means able to continue into the future in a responsible way.
Ah,
So, sustainable transportation.
sustainable energy.
Yes,
Sustainable farming.
exactly.
So sustainability is about thinking about the future.
That's a good way to understand it.
Future generations.
Another important phrase.
Future generations means people who will live in the future.
Exactly.
So we can say we need to protect the planet for future generations.
Very natural sentence.
That's a good one.
Here's another useful expression. Make a difference.
Make a difference.
It means have an effect or help change a situation.
So I can say small actions can make a difference.
Yes.
Or one person cannot solve everything, but everyone can make a difference.
Very good.
I like that sentence.
Me too.
But sometimes people feel worried about climate change.
That's true.
How can we talk about that?
You can say, I'm worried about climate change.
I'm worried about climate change.
Or, I'm concerned about the future.
Concerned.
It means worried about something, especially because you think it may be a problem.
So worried and concerned are similar.
Yes.
But concerned sounds a little more formal.
Often, yes.
What if I'm very worried?
You can say, I'm really concerned about this issue.
Issue.
An issue is an important subject or problem that people are discussing.
So climate change is a major environmental issue.
Exactly.
And we can say this is an important issue for young people.
Very good.
What if someone isn't worried?
They might say, I'm not too worried about it.
Or, I don't think it's as serious as some people say.
Yes.
That's useful because not everyone has the same opinion.
Exactly.
How can we disagree politely?
You can say, I understand your point, but I see it differently.
That's a very useful English phrase.
It works in many conversations, not only climate conversations.
Another one?
You could say, I'm not sure I agree.
Or, I see your point, but I have a different opinion.
Exactly.
That's better than saying you're wrong.
Much better.
Although sometimes I really want to say you're wrong.
We know.
Thank you for understanding me.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about climate conversations at work or school.
Good idea.
Imagine someone asks, what do you think about climate change?
You could answer, I think it's a serious issue and I believe we need to take action.
That's simple.
Or you can make it more personal.
How?
I try to reduce waste and use energy carefully, but I also think larger changes are important.
That's a very natural answer.
Yes.
What if I don't know much about the topic?
You can say, I'm still learning about it.
That's a great sentence.
You can also say, I don't know enough to have a strong opinion yet.
That's useful too.
You don't need to pretend to be an expert.
Good.
You can have a simple conversation while still learning.
That's true for English too.
Exactly.
We should talk about that.
Why?
Because sometimes English learners don't speak about difficult topics because they think their English isn't good enough.
That's very common.
But they can start with simple sentences.
Yes.
Like, climate change is an important issue.
Exactly.
I think we need to protect the environment.
Good.
I'm worried about extreme weather.
Good.
I try to reduce waste.
Good.
I think governments and businesses should take action.
Excellent.
You don't need a complicated speech.
Exactly.
You just need clear English.
That's the goal.
Can we talk about some personal examples?
Of course.
Do you do anything differently because of environmental concerns?
I try to avoid unnecessary waste.
Anything else?
I try to use things for a longer instead of replacing them immediately.
That's practical.
What about you?
I try to walk when the destination is close.
That's a good habit.
Although sometimes I tell myself it's exercise.
And is it?
Yes.
Good.
Sometimes I also use public transportation.
Good.
But I still have a lot to learn.
We all do.
That's comforting.
Another useful phrase is I'm trying to.
I'm trying to reduce waste.
Exactly.
I'm trying to use less energy.
Good.
I'm trying to buy fewer unnecessary things.
Very good.
This phrase is useful because it doesn't mean I'm perfect.
Exactly.
It means I'm making an effort.
That's another important phrase.
Make an effort.
It means to try to do something.
So I can say, I'm making an effort to live more sustainably.
Excellent.
Sustainable again.
Yes.
I think I'm ready for a climate change exam.
Not yet.
What?
We haven't reviewed the vocabulary.
Oh no.
Don't worry, we'll do it together.
Okay.
First word, climate.
The usual weather patterns of a place over a long period of time.
Excellent.
And climate change means long-term changes in climate.
Correct. Next word, environment.
The natural world around us.
Good. Next, greenhouse gases.
Gases in the atmosphere that trap heat.
Excellent. Carbon dioxide.
A greenhouse gas that is naturally present in the atmosphere and is also released in large amounts by human activities.
Very good. Emissions.
Gases or other substances released into the environment.
Good. Fossil fuels.
Coal, oil, and natural gas.
Exactly. Renewable.
Able to be naturally replaced or replenished.
Good. Pollution.
Harmful substances entering the environment.
Excellent. Drought.
A long period with very little or no rain.
Flood.
When water covers land that is normally dry.
Extreme weather.
Weather that is much more severe than normal or expected.
Sustainable.
Able to continue into the future in a responsible way.
Take action.
Do something to deal with a problem.
Make a difference.
Have an effect or help change a situation.
Carbon footprint.
The amount of greenhouse gas emissions associated with a person, activity, product, or organization.
Very good.
That was a lot.
But you did well.
Thank you.
Let's practice some natural conversation examples now.
Good.
I'll give you a situation.
Okay.
Someone asks, what do you think about climate change?
I think it's a serious environmental issue, and I believe we need to take action.
Excellent.
Another one.
Someone asks, do you do anything to help the environment?
I try to reduce waste and use energy carefully.
Very good.
Another.
Someone says, I'm worried about the future.
You could say, I understand it's an important issue, but there are also things we can do to make a difference.
Excellent.
Another.
Someone says, I don't know much about climate change.
I'm still learning about it too.
Perfect.
Another.
Someone says, we should all change our lifestyles.
I agree that individual actions can help, but I also think governments and businesses need to take action.
Very natural.
Another.
Someone disagrees with you.
I understand your point, but I see it differently.
Excellent.
That's my favorite.
Why?
Because it sounds polite even when you disagree.
Exactly.
Can we practice some sentence starters?
Of course.
Sentence 1. I think climate change is...
Sentence 2.
One thing we can do is...
Sentence 3.
I'm concerned about...
Sentence 4.
I try to...
Sentence 5.
In my opinion, governments should...
Sentence 6.
One environmental problem in my area is...
Sentence 7.
I think people can make a difference by...
Sentence 8.
I'm still learning about...
Excellent.
Those sentence starters make speaking much easier.
Yes.
Because sometimes you know what you want to say, but you don't know how to start.
Exactly.
Having the first few words can help.
That's why sentence patterns are so useful for language learners.
Let's talk about one more important idea.
Which one?
Climate change can feel like a huge problem.
It can.
So people might think my actions are too small to matter.
That's a common feeling.
What would you say?
I would say that individual actions are only one part of the solution, but people can still make choices that support larger changes.
So we shouldn't think, I have to solve everything.
Exactly.
We can think, what is one useful thing I can do?
That's a healthier way to approach many large problems.
One small action.
One conversation.
One better habit.
One informed choice.
And maybe many people doing small things can create larger change.
Exactly.
That's a hopeful way to finish.
We still have our vocabulary review.
Right.
You almost escaped.
I tried.
Let's go through the words one more time.
Okay.
Climate.
Long-term weather patterns.
Climate change.
Long-term changes in climate.
Environment.
The natural world around us.
Greenhouse gases.
Gases in the atmosphere that trap heat.
Emissions.
Gases or other substances released into the environment.
Fossil fuels.
Coal, oil, and natural gas.
Renewable.
Able to be naturally replaced.
Pollution.
Harmful substances entering the environment.
Drought.
A long period with very little or no rain.
Flood.
When water covers land that is normally dry.
Sustainable.
Able to continue into the future in a responsible way.
Concerned.
Worried about something.
Take action.
Do something about a problem.
Make a difference.
Have an effect or help change a situation.
Carbon footprint.
The greenhouse gas emissions associated with a person, activity, product, or organization.
Excellent.
I think we covered a lot today.
We did.
Let's think about what we learned.
First, we talked about the difference between weather and climate.
Weather is short-term, while climate describes patterns over a longer period.
Then we talked about climate change and why it is an important environmental issue.
We learned about greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, emissions, and fossil fuels.
We also talked about renewable energy.
And words like pollution, drought, floods, and extreme weather.
Then we talked about solutions, reducing waste, using energy carefully, supporting cleaner energy, and making thoughtful choices.
We also talked about sustainable living.
And how individuals, governments, businesses, and communities can all have roles.
Finally, we practiced ways to express opinions, like, I think,
I'm concerned about.
in my opinion,
I understand your point.
I am still learning about it.
Exactly.
You know what I like about this topic?
What?
You don't need perfect English to talk about important things.
That's very true.
You can start with a simple sentence.
Yes.
Climate change is important.
Good.
I want to learn more.
Good.
I try to reduce waste.
Good.
I think we need to take action.
Exactly.
Simple English
Clear ideas.
and confidence.
That's the goal.
Before we finish, we have a question for you.
Yes.
Our question of the day is, what is one thing people can do to help the environment?
You can answer with a simple sentence.
For example, one thing people can do is reduce waste.
Or, I think people can help by using public transportation.
Or, one thing I try to do is use less energy.
You can also say, I want to learn more about climate change because...
We'd love to read your answers in the comments.
And remember, writing your answer is also English practice.
Exactly.
You don't need a perfect answer.
You just need to try.
That's a good rule for English.
And for many things in life.
Very true. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We hope this lesson helps you talk about climate change, the environment, and everyday actions in clear, natural English.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please give the video a big thumbs up.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
That way, you can join us for our next English lesson.
Keep learning,
Keep practicing.
and don't be afraid to talk about difficult topics in simple English.
You don't need complicated English to express an important idea.
You just need to start.
See you in the next lesson.
Have a wonderful day, evening, and night.
Take care and keep learning.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.